Most people have been taught the wrong way to make a personal branding video. They've probably heard something like this: a short strategic video, usually 1 or 2 minutes, designed to showcase your personality, your story, and your skills to build trust and authority. I'm here to tell you that's a terrible way to build a personal brand. The reason it doesn't work is because it's promotional. It's you talking about yourself, explaining what you do, trying to position yourself as the expert before the viewer has any reason to believe you. So instead, I want to show you a much easier way to build a personal brand. It's a much more natural way, and it's a way that will actually allow you to dominate your category and build real trust with people who've never heard of you before. In this episode, you'll learn how to make a personal branding video the right way. Let's dive right in. A personal branding video should take someone who's never heard of you before and position you as the expert in front of them, the person who can actually help them solve their problem. Not because you told them that you're the expert, but because they experienced it. And the way this happens is completely different than what most people think. Promotional videos are important in another step. With a personal branding video, don't think at all about promotion. You're not selling your services. You're not talking about your offer. In fact, in the most effective personal branding videos, the viewer doesn't even really see your brand yet. They see you. They find you while they're searching for a solution, and you help them. And only after that are they prepared to see your brand, your company, your offer, because now there's trust. So what's actually happening here? The person watching your video is not a buyer yet. They're in the information gathering stage, but they're stuck. They have a specific problem and they're actively searching for an answer on YouTube, on Google, and on ChatGPT. And when your video shows up and directly answers that question, you become the person that they associate with that solution. This is why your topic selection matters so much. You need to be very clear on your category strategy. Now, I teach using a tree analogy. The trunk represents your industry, the branches represent your categories, and within each branch, the leaves represent the specific questions people are searching for. If you can identify the right branch and then analyze the competitive landscape within that category, you can map out a very clear path to actually owning that space. Now, here's where most people go wrong with their content. They regurgitate what already exists. They repeat the same advice and they try to sound correct. But that doesn't build authority. What builds authority is showing your perspective, showing your biases, your opinions, your bad grammar, your experience. Not for the sake of being different, but because you actually understand the problem at a deeper level. Sometimes that means reinforcing what's already out there. Sometimes it means expanding on it. And sometimes it means directly refuting it and explaining why it's a misconception. This is where you build trust, not because you said you can trust me, but because you gave them real value. You demonstrated that you understand the problem. You explained the how and the why behind it. And you helped them without asking for anything in return. The interesting thing is there isn't a single conversion moment in the process because you're not selling. There's no pressure, there's no resistance. Instead, what happens is gradual. As they start to learn something, they start to see that you understand their situation and they get value from what you're explaining, so they begin to trust you. And eventually, they reach a point where they think, if this person can help me this much without even knowing me, what would happen if they actually looked at my situation specifically? That's when a personal branding video has done its job. And the way you execute this is actually very simple. You find a specific question that your dream clients are already searching for, usually a longer, more specific question. You create a video that directly answers that question, and then you need to publish it in a way that allows it to be discovered. When that video ranks and becomes associated with that topic, it becomes one of your strongest personal branding assets. Because now it's consistently introducing you to new people and building trust at scale. Now, if you want to see what this actually looks like in practice, I want you to watch the next episode. It's called How to Rank Above Simon Sinek in Leadership. In that video, I break down real examples of where people like Simon Sinek, Brian Tracy, and Tony Robbins, and I show you how they're not as untouchable as you might think. And more importantly, I show you the exact path to position yourself above them, even if that seems impossible right now. Once you see that, this entire strategy will click at a completely different level. I'll see you there.